Wole Soyainke again said something about the social media in Nigeria, and this caused reaction from many Nigerians, and Rufia, of which we know of all people, will not stay away from such conversation, as well as Abatti, who has always been, sitting on the fence. He'd always come out openly to say his own thing. But you could see that he made some certain bold statement when he held about the statement made by Wole Soyainke. Like I said in our other video, that Wole Soyainke has goofed in so many ways, and he has been saying things that don't really make sense recently. He's passing through some certain issues, and now watch what Abatti said.
Originally referred to those people who were not part of the Greek or Romanic civilization. But in contemporary usage, when a person is called a barbarian, it means that the person is uncivilized, inferior, violent. And what Professor Soyainke is saying again is that you find a lot of uncultured persons, uncivilized persons, indecent conduct in the use of the social media. I recall the conversation you had with him when you interviewed him. He wasn't calling, and this time again, he's not calling for a ban of the social media. He has not said that the social media is negative. It's important to put that in context so that it's not misunderstood. But he's saying that a certain tribe has taken over social media of uncultured, unintelligent, uneducated people who use something that could be a positive force for negative purposes. That is his argument. And he believes this time around saying that the problem is that the level of most of the people on social media, their intelligence quotient is abysmally low.
You cannot just come out and criticize what people are saying on social media. For example, some people cannot even afford to go to a Rice TV, go to Channel Television, go to TVC, to air their view. The only place they can air their view is on social media. But if you look at the way this thing is going, remember that Twitter, now X, was formerly bound under the last administration. So it seems like in the near future, social media may be bound in Nigeria. If I have to say about this.
Moving on, as regards what President Wole Soyainke said, I disagree with most of the things he said. Number one, anywhere in the world, there is no clear and intellectual base in social media. Social media was set up by people to be an alternative source of media, and what becomes the editorial benchmark of social media is algorithm. And let's get that clear, because we get too emotional about things like that. I do not subscribe to people that say all sorts of things that are wrong against other people or defame people on social media, but the truth has to be said. The reason why people put social media there, the founders, is to be able to hear the voice of those you will normally not hear in society. So it's not an intellectual base. If Professor Wole Soyainke is saying it's an intellectual conversation on social media is largely for wahulens and all sorts of, you can call it cultural thought and process, but it's also a thought process. So this idea of elitism on social media does not cut it. It is mostly a renegade form of media. And I'm sure Professor Wole Soyainke remembers strongly during the struggle against Abatti. There was a Kudirat radio too that said a lot of things that the government too will say is derogatory for them. But that was the quest, and that was the championing of the cause they needed to do then, after the June 12 elections. So let's not forget that.
You see, this is the issue in Nigeria. So what do you think about this? Let's have this conversation at the comment section. Do you believe that Wole Soyainke is right to make such statement? You cannot be politically correct all the time, because that you are a Nobel Prize winner, because you're a stakeholder, because you're an elderly person, because you've well-read, well-traveled, and all of that does not make all your opinion right. Most times you can make opinions, make your thoughts, and it may not even go well with the people, and it's not even right in the first place. Like they said, when the elder sits, what he sees is far, far beyond what a young man or lady can see, even if they climb an iroko tree. But I can tell you that most of our elderly ones in this current generation don't know exactly what they are saying. What do you think? Let's have this conversation at the comment section. Thank you for watching.